Welcome back to the Loner Ranger Radio Show. We got 15 more minutes to have some fun here and really get a lot of news out there. Let's cover some ground so that you can walk away this afternoon with some really good takeaways and at least knowledge of what the truth is in the market. So, here's the reality of it. Are interest rates up from where they were before we started the war? Yes, they are. Are they up much? They're up about a quarter of a point to 3/8 of a point. Okay. So that's something, but it will slow the market down. People that were thinking about refinancing may not be able to refinance, not to the tune that they were going to get the benefit of. So they may have to wait a little longer. So we're going to talk about, should we wait longer? Also, people that may have been pre-approved for a loan, maybe they were qualified at 5.99% and now it's 6.4%. Maybe they don't qualify anymore. That's going to hurt some folks. But we have to look at the reality of it. When interest rates go up, the average person starts to pull back. But that average person is making a mistake. That's because the average person does not understand the benefits of the market when they swing in that direction. So what are the benefits? If less people are buying, then sellers are more willing to make deals. And I can guarantee you right now that if a house is on the market for 2 weeks and they've had 5 people look at it, they're not going to negotiate a lot with you. You got a house that's been on the market for 50 days, 60 days, sometimes longer. The average house is on the market for almost 3 months right now. You think sellers are getting a little nervous after they've had it on the market for a month and they hadn't had anybody look at it, or they've only had 1 or 2 people come through the house? That's an opportunity for you. Yeah. Now, so let's just say that, you know what, I really want to wait for the rates to come down. Don't wait for the rates to come down, because the sellers aren't going to work the deals anymore because everybody else is going to jump in at the same time. These are the opportunities. So how do you do it? You make your offer. But when you make your offer, you negotiate closing costs to be paid. How much closing costs to be paid? That's where I come in. We will structure your loan so I can get you the best deal for you. And we'll buy that interest rate down. We'll even use temporary buy downs if we need to, but we're going to get the sellers to fund them. You hear me? So now what am I doing? I'm getting you a better rate that's paid for by the seller. Now, here's what that does for you. It keeps you from possibly having to refinance if rates drop in the future. So you don't have to, because we get it now. Listen, refinances aren't free. They come at a cost. Now, you don't generally come out of pocket for them, but you don't want to refinance any more than you have to. You have to have what's called a net tangible benefit to make it worthwhile. When I look at a client, I'll tell them, don't refinance if your break even period isn't less than 36 months. If it's more than 36 months, very seldom would I tell you to go through with it. That's why I've got 300 people on my wait list to refinance right now, waiting on my VIP wait watch list. You're wanting to refinance, but rates aren't quite where you want them to be right now. That's fine. Get on my wait list. We'll create your target rate that's good for you, that makes it beneficial for you to refinance. And then I just call you when it hits that rate. You get me your documents now. We put you on hold. We just sit on it, but we're ready to go. And then when the rates drop, you can lock in. Now, do you know that if you look at the market, most of the time, the opportunities for a strike zone are 1 to 3 days? 1 to 3 days. That's what you got. So when rates drop, they don't drop indefinitely. We're not going to see like we did in COVID, where rates were 3.5% for 3 years. That's not going to happen anymore. You're going to see a lot more volatile cycles. So you have to take advantage of it when the advantage comes. Now, right now, interest rates are a little higher. Can we buy it down? Absolutely, we can buy it down. Can we make that rate attractive for you? Absolutely, we can make it very attractive for you. But don't sit and wait. Now, all you folks that were sitting around waiting, going, Trump got that new Fed chair that's coming in, and he's promised to drop interest rates 0.5 point. First of all, I told you that wasn't going to happen. I've been telling you that all along. Now, guess what Jerome Powell comes out and says last week, I'm going to tell you, but write my phone number down. Tampa, 813-213-4009. That's 813-213-4009. Orlando, 407-706-3313, or go to webringyouhome.com. I've been lending for 36 years, my friends. I'm in your backyard. Every client gets a personal consultation with me. We can close fast. I'm in all 50 states. I'm a direct lender. You're not getting your credit shopped all over the place like a mortgage broker. We do everything right in-house. In-house. And guess what? We even keep 90% of the mortgages that we originate. 90%. That's unheard of in the industry. Now, so Jerome Powell comes out last week and he goes, "Oh, by the way, I'm not leaving the office, even though there's a new Fed chair been announced that's coming in." What do you mean you're not leaving the office? I don't have to, because there is there is some type of a charge against one of his chair members on the board. And until that's resolved, he says he doesn't have to get out of the office. That's pretty crazy. And he turns around and says, "Oh, by the way, the central banks in Europe are pressuring us, and we're seeing looming inflation, and we may have to raise the Fed rate. For now, I'm going to keep it where it is." Thank you, Jerome. You're so kind. But I could have to raise the Fed rate. What do you think that did to the market? This guy is a complete moron. And I can tell you, he's got a vengeance for Trump, and I don't blame him. Trump really well called him out on it, which he needed to be called out on it because he's a buffoon. But he's now wants to get back at Trump, and he's doing it. He's doing it. But you know who's really getting the screws? You and me. You and me. The Americans are. And it's not. So he's using his vengeful recourse, and he's trying to hurt Trump, but he's hurting everybody. He's an idiot. He really is. I can't wait to get him out of there. I don't know how they're going to get him out. I don't know the legal ramifications from getting somebody out of the chair, but we need to get him out because he's not helping anybody, anyone. So that's the news. That's what's going on right now. But I will tell you, I'm buying investment properties right now. I'm helping first-time home buyers right now. I'm helping real estate agents close more transactions right now. I've got an average of 21-day close time. I can close quick. I've got everything in-house, my underwriting, my processing, the origination. We start with a soft credit pull. We don't do a hard credit pull and shop you all over the place like these mortgage brokers do. You don't have to do that, folks. And no matter what state in the United States you want to buy in, we can help you right here. Cross Country Mortgage in all 50 states. 407-706-3313 or 813-213-4009 or webringyouhome.com. So, favorite time of the year, tax season. Don't you just love tax season? Tell you what, man, it's a crazy time. I don't look forward to it. And I don't imagine many people do unless you're getting a refund. So I want to speak to those people that don't get a refund. They owe taxes. You're the self-employed people of America. And you want to reduce those tax consequences as much as possible. But when you do that, you can eliminate your opportunity for you to get a mortgage because you're not showing the income. Well, guess what? You don't need to show the income. You can leave your doggone tax returns at home. I don't even want to see them. You're self-employed. You already know you have a creative accountant. I know what that means, folks. You bring me in your last 12 to 24 months worth of business bank statements. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add up all the deposits. No transfers, just the deposits going into your account. So let's just say you got $50,000 a month coming into your business. I'll give you $25,000 a month worth of income. Now, how can you go wrong with that? Now, I had a client to me say, "Yeah, Bruce, but the interest rate's a little bit higher than I'm going to get on a conventional loan." Okay, let's look at your scenario. You want to buy a $500,000 house, but you only qualify for a $300,000 house on a conventional loan. And I need your corporate tax returns, your personal tax returns, a profit and loss statement. I need a balance sheet. I need a CPA letter because you're taking money out of the company and you're going, oh my God, my head's spinning. Oh my God, I don't blame you. My head would spin too. That's why a lot of my self-employed clients opt not to do conventional loans. There's a lot of red tape behind it. I don't make the doggone rules. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac make the rules. Everyone that does conventional loans has to follow the same guidelines. They're not different for me, although I don't have overlays like some banks and mortgage companies do, but we all got to follow the guidelines. If you want to get a conventional loan, then get a conventional loan. You're right. You'll get a little lower interest rate. So I did the math. My client making 500 grand a year, showing less than 100, saved $125,000 in taxes by writing all that junk off. But he was keeping himself from qualifying for the price of a house that he wanted to buy. So I said, no problem. Let's look at your bank statements. Look at the bank statements. He's got plenty of money. So I run the interest rate. Instead of being 6.4, it was like 7.2. Okay. He goes, oh, that's a little bit higher. I said, let's do the math. It was about $5,200 more in interest per year. 5,200. When he went, wait a minute. I'm saving 125,000 by not showing all my income, by writing things off. I'll pay your $5,200 extra per year. I keep saving my $125,000. It's a no-brainer, folks. It's a no-brainer. The interest rates aren't that much higher. They're a little bit higher. I've got the programs. They're all in-house. They're not being brokered. You're not getting your credit shopped all over the place. Bruce Woodburn, Cross Country Mortgage. I am the loan arranger, arranging loans for you, your family, your friends, your coworkers, your employees. Refinance purchases, construction loans, renovation loans, reverse mortgages, home equity lines of credit, down payment assistance, first-time home buyer programs, VA refinance streamlines, tons of them right now. By the way, you veterans, you're being preyed on. My industry is preying on you. And there's a lot of lawsuits going on out there with some of the big guys that you think are the VA places to go. They're not. I guarantee you, you go ahead and shop USAA. You shop Veterans United. You shop new whatever it is. Go ahead. Then I'm going to show you the lawsuits they got on them. One of them got $2.25 million worth of lawsuits and fines for deceptive practices. Be careful, folks. It's not all what you think it is. You want to go to somebody you can count on? I'm in your backyard. You can drive to my office and see me. I'm right here. I give you my cell number. You ain't getting a cell number of the president of USAA. You don't even know who he is. You're going to talk to me. You're going to talk to me. Every client gets a personal consultation with me. And my team's going to gather all your pay stubs. They're going to gather your bank statements. They're going to get your stuff. But I look at every loan and I get on a Zoom call with you. We go through it. We even shop it. I'll pull up Rocket Mortgage. I'll pull up your credit union. I'll pull up. I can see everybody's rates. We're going to compare them side by side. I can promise you, the loan arranger is not going to let you go to somewhere else. My mortgages are direct. There is no middleman. I ain't brokering nothing. I am getting my clients the best in the industry. Write my phone number down, 813-213-4009 or 407-706-3313 or WeBringYouHome.com. My name is Bruce Woodburn. I am the loan arranger. I'm here to help you, your family, all your friends, anybody you need. I'm here, and I promise you, you're going to get a great deal. You come right to me. You ask for me personally. You got the number. Have a great weekend. God bless.